we jack up this absolutely glorious music real quick. That definitely is not making my ears bleed or anything. Hope everyone is doing good today. What's up, Green? What's up, Wata? How's it going, Diamond Gamer? Been a while. If it's still one I remember, good to see you. We are playing True Korea today. There is only one, and then there's the state to the south of our country, who we will not even acknowledge. A bunch of just pig dogs backed by Western imperialists. Not a real country. Completely fake, non-existent. It's just the US. That's all this is. So for today, this is going to be a little bit different. This isn't going to be really an RP campaign. Like, I think we're going to have some fun with it and a little bit of light, realistic decision making. Always fun. You know, when you're just blatantly abusing mechanics in Hoi 4, I get a little fucking bored with it, so we're not going to do that. But to be fair, this is not like, I'd say a challenge run, but it's somewhere in between like just casual realism and a challenge run. The goals for this campaign are very simple. We're going to destroy the Western imperialists. So, in order to succeed in this campaign, we are going to need to fight South Korea and defeat them. We're going to need to fight Japan and defeat them. And we're going to need to fight the US and defeat them. On land, on sea, and in air. Very difficult to do. I haven't played Hoi 4 consistently in a while, including MD, so I might be a little ambitious with this goal. I used to be able to do this with pretty much any country in MD. I don't know if I could do it anymore, especially since the AI has gotten way better in MD. I did a practice run of this like a week or two ago, and the AI has gotten a lot better. So this may be quite difficult, but I want to try it anyway. So, like I said, we're going to get out of our issues. We're going to fight Korea, fight Japan, fight US, and beat them. Including, of course, you'll be shocked to hear this, building a North Korean Navy that can actually fight the US Navy. I know you will be shocked to hear I want to do that, but it is on the agenda today. So, that is the plan. We will bring glorious True Korea to its proper place as the world's pinnacle socialist power, fulfilling the dreams of our father and or grandfather when Kim Jong-il dies here. So, I know, not a navy. Shocking. Don't fight Norway. They're irrelevant. It's fine. Oppressing the people of Korea, no. We liberate them. We liberate them from poverty. We liberate them from issues. So I want to state this very clearly. It's been a while since we've played Hoi 4. If I'm just making huge fuck-ups, I will correct them. It will just take a minute. I needed a long break from Hoi. I'm going to be honest. I still do enjoy this game. It's just very warlike, and I wanted to do some more RP stuff. But I'm at the point again, I kind of want to do more of it, so. I don't think I'll do much roleplay Hoi 4. I think Hoi 4 from here on out are where I'm going to do my more kind of fun, casual style playthroughs and stuff like that, which I do enjoy doing, so just a heads up. It's not a game really built for RP. I think we all know that. I wanted it to be for a long time, and I've kind of accepted that it's not now, which it's an important state of grief, right? You got to get to the acceptance point, and I think I'm just about there personally. All right, let's catch up with the West a little bit here. To start off with, so we have one or two options. I'll read both of them. Prioritize to solve the famine. Obviously, we don't have a famine in North Korea. This is Western propaganda. They're lying to you. What we do have is an unequal distribution of calories. And it's a big problem right now because the calories just kind of aren't balancing out in the areas that they need to. It's not a famine. It's a caloric misalignment is what this is. So just to clarify, that's important. Ensuring that our people are well fed and clothed must be our first priority. Again, they already are. We also just have a textile misalignment. It's just a strategic issue where the textiles, they're not really balanced, as in many clothing pieces don't have a lot of threads in them. It's just an issue with our manufacturing. We're going to solve it. That's fine. So we can go that route, or we can prioritize the Songun. We need to continue the great spirit of the Kalima movement. Persevere in solidarity against the arduous march, giving food priority to the People's Army so they can in turn cultivate more food for the people. Obviously, the vanguard of the revolution comes first, so we're going to prioritize the Songun. I mean, if we have a caloric misalignment, we need to make sure that our brave vanguardist fighters are getting food, so. Alright, let's build some civs. Actually, we're going to build infrastructure, then we'll build civs, I think. Where do we get the most? do that. For our military, we have one military factory, so that's great. I may just build planes. I'm gonna be honest. Yep. Fuck guns. We can buy those from the Chinese and the Russians. We're gonna build planes. All right. We are, of course, so we'll go through a little bit of what we've got. We are obviously stagnating right now. That's shocking. We have paralyzing corruption. Again, this is also fake news. We're not corrupt. We just have issues with the caloric misalignment and the textile misalignment going into the hands of leaders. It's unknown why that's happening, but it's not corruption. That's propaganda. We've got the Donju, we've got the Korean People's Army, and we've got the Communist Party cadres. Beyond that, we're not spending really much on anything besides the military, which isn't fantastic. For our national spirits, we have just and peaceful government. In order to preserve the stability of the nation and maintain our national sovereignty, we have completely restricted access to the very dangerous and Western internet and exert direct control over all of our forms of media, for their own good, of course. Dissent cannot be allowed, because as we all know, dissent is what stops the revolution, and we cannot be having that. We have a planned economy, naturally. It's just good and bad. We have international sanctions, given that the West and the Americans control the entire world, including the UN, and they're trying to stop us. Propaganda broadcast, 2 to 6 hours per day. 1 second, my mouse is moving. The South Korean military uses loudspeakers to broadcast messages of North Korean troops guarding the DMZ. The messages range from weather reports to K-pop and, most significantly, criminal reports of the North alongside positive portrayals of the South. Obviously, these are lies and propaganda attempting to stop our brave vanguard communists on the border from doing their duty. It's frankly just embarrassing for them more than anything else. South Korean and North Korean defectors regularly send balloons in the north that drop thousands of leaflets into North Korean territory, drawing angry reactions from Pyongyang. My allergies are bad, so my reading may not be amazing today. While those sending the leaflets argue that they are trying to help the northern compatriots against a dictatorial regime, funny, their critiques argue that the leaflets unnecessarily antagonize the north and endanger South Korean lives living near the border. It's just disgusting stuff, frankly. Disgusting. The glorious kingdom in the north. North Korea has been an isolated state ever since its creation. Despite being one of the poorest countries in the world, again, fake news, just all lies, the country still manages to maintain one of the largest militaries in the world. I mean, naturally, the wealth, the power that we have built under our socialist, how to phrase it, underneath our socialist champions and champions of the vanguard movement. The Kim family has been in power since the last 50 years with practically no internal opposition. The Hermit Kingdom of North Korea is an unexplainable anomaly among countries. The Simon Wajo Sagyon is a massive purge campaign to remove the men of his father Kim Il-sung that took place in the DPRK between 1997 and 2000 when he came to power. It was wild. Some called it the North Korean version of McCarthyism and the North Korean version of the Cultural Revolution. But in reality, we all know it was a necessary action to get rid of those who wish to see the end of a socialistic utopia. So, very needed. We are, of course, a global superpower. Our idea is March. Really doesn't have a description. That's surprising. So those are our main bonuses for our absolutely spectacular state here. Pretty nice. We're going to start by going into stable growth. Because as we all know, the North Korean economy is unable to not be growing. Because socialism is the best system in the world. All right. We can nationalize Chinese investments. They'd love that. They would love that so much. Obviously, we will not accept humanitarian aid. We don't need any, so we'll just close that. There's a power struggle, of course, going on with our two children, being Kim Jong-un, who was famously so filled with socialistic passion and fervor that it literally expands him outwards. Again, he's not large, he's not fat. It's just he's filled with the spirit of the revolution, which causes his body to distort itself outwards. It's frankly just, it's amazing. It's just, you know, it brings a tear to my eye personally. And then there's Kim Jong-nam, who is the one who was assassinated, I believe, right? Didn't they kill him in like Disneyland? Hold on, wasn't it him? Kim Jong-nam. Yes, it was. Yeah, so he was murdered. I'll give you guys a little look at him too, because he's just such a spectacular fellow here. Here he is. Now, does he look like the type of guy you would see at a Japanese anime convention and or hentai convention? Yes, he does. I'd say that would be a pretty reasonable description of him. Yeah, so he was assassinated on 13th of February 2017. Kim Jong-nam died after being exposed to a nerve agent. Oh, it was at the airport. Never mind. At Kuala Lumpur Airport. It was widely believed that he was killed on the orders of Kim Jong-un. 4 North Korean suspects left the airport shortly after attack, traveling back to Pyongyang. An Indonesian woman, Siti Asia, and a Vietnamese woman were charged with a murder, but said they thought they were taking part in a TV prank. So basically, the North Korean people who assassinated him managed to get some other people to do it by thinking that they were pranking him, and then they murdered him. Fucking crazy, man. In March of 2019, she was freed against the charge which was dropped. In April, the murder charge against Huang was also dropped, and she pleaded guilty to the lesser charge of voluntarily causing hurt by dangerous weapons or means. She was sentenced to 3 years. So, yeah. At this point, he is still a contender. He fell out of favor with his father due to being more Western aligned and obviously not representing the true beliefs of the Kim family. Yeah. Him and his father used to like go to Disneyland in the US. Fucking crazy. That's true. All right. Back to the game. He looks like a piano player. I could see it a little bit. Nationalize the Chinese? No. They may have an imperfect version of socialism, but they're better than the Americans, so we need to work with them. Plus, they pay for all of our patriotic caviar that we eat. So we do it for the people. We do it for them. No other reason. Sorry about that running you over prank. Yeah, literally. No, they murdered him, but I read into it when I was younger, and it really didn't look like they knew what the fuck was going on. Like, they really didn't. Crazy it happened that way. Only the North Korean government would use prank YouTube to kill someone. I don't know. I could see the CIA doing some shit like that. Zach, when will we know what title we're getting assigned to the Grand Campaign? The quicker I get to writing, the better. Probably around a week from yesterday, so next week sometime. What is the true Korean Air Force? The most advanced, best Air Force in the world. So, first off, who do we want to go into power? Kim Jong-un or Kim Jong-nam? I will do a poll. Y'all get to decide here. That's a raid. I don't want to raid anyone. Fucking hate allergies. I need to go find an allergy pill in a minute. Next glorious true leader of Korea. Kim Jong. Let me make sure I'm spelling it right so I don't embarrass myself. I am. All right. Y'all gonna decide who we're gonna go for. Which glorious champion of the revolution will succeed our most glorious leader, Kim Jong-il. No, I'm just Norwegian for yummy. There's a lot of jokes that could be made there, and I will not be making them. All right, we actually have airplanes too. Let's get out all these magnificent pieces of machinery. Fucking Hoi 4. Still with the map glitches. Never change Hoi 4. Oh, he did add it there. Fuck yeah. Nice. Beautiful. Okay. Good on resources. We are good on everything else. We just can't produce more equipment. Military staff we will change later. Division templates I will rework later. Make sure I'm not forgetting anything. We'll build an agency when we actually have enough factories. International recognition is all a joke and run by the Americans. We're going to ignore that. Yeah, looks good. And then we gotta look at our military and make sure that we are training everyone. Get our generals in place for our infantry. We will go for Kim Yong-kook. I'm saying that wrong, that's fine. Ri Myong-soo for armor. Special forces will go for Pak Yong-sik. I'm gonna butcher all these names. This is gonna be so bad. That's fine. We actually have a budget balance, more or less. That's solid. Alrighty, let's get going. During Nam is the path to democracy. Not necessarily. You can go democratic with him, or you can stay loyal. Yeah, so if you go Kim Jong Nam, you can go where is it? Byung-jin, which I believe technically is still very socialist. Yep. Yeah, so you can basically, there's a couple routes you can go with Kim Jong-nam. You can go like the pure democratic route and just straight up open up your country and go democratic. Obviously, we're not going to do that. We're not going to betray our people. You can go like a modern form of socialism where you still maintain many of the ideas of like the original North Korean doctrine, but you're more like internationally recognized and you do like actually work with the international community, like going into the WTO. Wow, it is tied. I gotta decide? Oh boy, that's rare. Oh boy. There's the middle path, which is like a form of like socialism, but it's the sellout. It's like the Chinese version where basically you're capitalism, but you pretend you're not. And then of course there's the most glorious version, which given I get to decide the vote, I will be deciding. Coin flip, fuck you. No, I gotta decide. Dragon, 1812. Trying to take away my voting rights here. No, we're gonna go Kim Jong-un. If we're gonna do this, we need to go with a man who is so inflated from his love of the glorious spirit of the revolution that he cannot help but brim over with its power. We must go for Kim Jong-un. Come on now. Come on now. I don't know what to tell you. I was not involved with this poll at all. It's fake news. We are this is an entirely democratic system. Ish. I do have the right to overrule it. I just don't. I choose not to. Because I am a benevolent leader of the revolution. Benevolence means you don't always abuse your powers, you just sometimes use them. And that's the key. Yi Yong-ju, who's a silent hunter. They changed the icons on the naval things. I really like these. I think. Could be wrong. Non-aggression pact with China, yes. We don't respect where they've gone historically, but we are willing to hold back our wrath and not destroy Beijing. We will choose to voluntarily not destroy China with our military power for their sake more than anyone else's. So, yeah. You got to be nice, even if they are betraying the revolution, even if they have taken the dream of Maoism and destroyed it with their selling out to the West. Even then. It's a shame. Get our Navy training too. We are going to run out of oil so quick. We can always talk to the Russians. Does the focus tree have a thing where like you can send your citizens to like Russia to like be like slave labor for money? Because that's lore accurate. I really hope that's in here. Not because it's like anything other than an absolute terrifying thing that exists, but more so because we need the money. When I play strategy games, I'm more than willing to throw out my morals in order to gain a little bit of extra income factories or divisions. Doesn't look like it. That is bullshit. I could have sworn there was one though. Hold on, let me go down the Kim Jong-un tree. Doesn't look like it. That's a shame. Maybe an economy? No, they didn't add it. They did add arms trafficking. That's true. Funniest story, North Korea and then China as well are like some of the most organized drug and arms traffickers in the world. China is much better at it, but North Korea does a lot too. Because they just don't give a fuck. Our economy's not doing well, is it? Let's look. Nope. I think we'll have to raise, well, we don't have corporations, so this is fake news right here. We'd never have corporations. But we do need money, so this is a bit of a quandary. All of our money is going into the military, which is good. I think we're just gonna have to raise the revolution taxes, unfortunately. So we'll do that. We need to counterfeit money. That's true. That is true. Counterfeiting US dollars to destroy their currency internationally would be great. I believe they do a lot of that too, don't they? We're not subjugated to Beijing. Beijing is subjugated to us. You're not supposed to say that part, all right? You're not supposed to say that part. They need to save face in the world and pretend that they are an autonomous state and not really a subject of the true Korea. If they need to save face, we'll let them. We'll let them. We really need to raise our taxes. Jesus Christ. We're losing political power. Oh no. Folks, I think we're gonna get a lot of debt here, which is fine. We can work with that. What's up, Zepter? How you doing? This is Don MP. This is single player. We didn't make them. We guide them, Diamond. We guide China down the right path. See, like, we can literally just put military bases in our subject country if we want to. See, they said yes. Why? Because Beijing is really just a second-hand capital to Pyongyang. You know, it's what it is. Take a 5-year point. I don't think we have the political power for it. Let me check. We have to focus on them. I believe we get a pop-up event for this at the start of the year, if I remember correctly, or it's in our focus tree. And either way, we have to wait. There needs to be a version of the game where debt does not matter because you are the issuer of your own currency. Arthur, I'm gonna be honest. I don't think that's how currencies work. I'm gonna be honest with you. Unless you are the U.S. government, or you are the owner of the cryptocurrency Tether, then you can do that, I suppose. That's like that strategy, right? Guys, like, why do we care about the U.S. national debt? All we have to do is print a $20 trillion bill and give it to the Chinese, and then we're good, right? Right? It's that simple. We just need to produce a $20 trillion bill, fly to Beijing and hand it to their leader, and we don't have debt anymore. You are right. That is very helpful. Well, just started watching your Victory RP videos and wanted to get it myself. Just wanted to ask, how long does it take between campaigns? Typically around a week to 4 weeks. Right now it's going to be a little bit longer because we're having issues with like a lot of the game controllers and staff on it are very busy this summer. But I'd say the next one will be starting in probably 2 or 3 weeks, Picard, something like that. So I turn off historical, absolutely. You should never turn on historical in an AMD. You're not supposed to. What is name a military unit or leader in Hamu coins? If you rename a leader, I will rename one of our many divisions after whatever you would like. Given this is not a serious game today, I don't care. Just as long as it's not like blatantly offensive, right? And you choose the unit, I'll rename it. We already did that in 2009, and not only did it create inflation, it put us at a 0 lower bounds. Okay, maybe you do know what you're talking about. Fuck. I may have overestimated. No, you mean like after 2008, right? Well, with that, what did we do? I know we printed a bunch of currency, we increased interest rates, and then we obviously just bailed out all the banks, if I remember correctly. Isn't that what we did in 2008, 2009? Am I missing anything? I think Obama also gave sexual favors to Bernanke. I do believe that also happened. I don't think that's officially what happened, but I do recall that being the case. I might be wrong about that. I could be wrong about that. If you dream anything below 500 points, tell me, I'll pay you. I'm generous today. What the? Don't abuse your mod powers, you fuck. No. You're betraying the revolution. What the? You will be sent to a forced... Sorry, let me rephrase that. You will be sent to a socialist re-education camp in Russia to chop down trees. All right? And you don't want that. I don't want that for you either, but it will happen here. So I'd suggest you seriously reconsider your actions. So I just realized we don't have a large enough military buildup on the border, which is unacceptable because we need to show our true strength to fake Korea. Look at him. Look at him. That's an American pretending to be Korean. We all know it. It's disgusting. Yeah, no, like I said, they're not a real country. It's literally America pretending to be a country in Asia. That's all this is. He actually grew up in Kansas. They taught him Korean when he was 30, and then they put him up as a stooge in fake Korea. And that's a fact. That is a well-known fact. The problem with the South Korean focus tree they've added is they actually are quite strong now. So when we actually fight them, it's going to be quite difficult. I've tried this before. I didn't win every time, I'm going to be honest. Keep them poor. No. See, that will also get you sent to a forced re-education camp. Is it normal that there isn't serfdom in the Vic 3 mod? Yes, we changed them around a bunch. Oh, I've been working on a new feature for the update 2 for Vicky 3. We're going to be releasing an update for the next multiplayer game for our Vic 3 mod. It will have some really cool features in it too, so keep an eye out for that. Name a tank. Did he spend points? Let me see. He did. All right. Long live the Kim family. All right, cool. We can do that. You said a tank, right? Long live the Kim family. It's a very patriotic name. You will be given extra calories this evening for you and your family. Congratulations. Have you listened to the Blowback podcast on Korean War? I highly recommend it. I haven't. Let me write it down. I read a book on the Korean War when I was younger. It's been a while though. Blowback podcast. A podcast about the American Empire. Spicy. Rolling Stone says, brimming with intrigue. Oh, Jacobin likes it. Oh, that's worth checking out. A necessary resource. I've still got a fair bit of my news from Jacobin. Not as much as I used to. Oh my god. The fucking pictures they have for their podcast. Jesus. I will check that out. That actually looks interesting. One of the news agencies asked us for funding in exchange for more favorable news. I'm sorry, what? You really think we need to pay to get favorable news? Whoever just proposed that to our government is going to go to a re-education camp in Russia to cut down trees. We forgot to defend the ports from the dirty imperialists. They don't have like ships that can float on water. They'll all sink. There's no need for it. Absolutely not. The name of the military unit isn't working for me. Yeah, because that has a cooldown. Yeah, no, I see the one on Iraq too. That looks interesting. I will have to give that a listen. I don't watch nearly as many podcasts as I used to watch. Listen, I should say. All right, we have successfully seized the means of calories and redistributed them to the military. Develop food factories. We will not be able to fully recover from this crisis if our capacity to domestically produce food remains low. It's not low, it's just we need more of it. They're different. There's a very distinct entities. It's very high. These are all farms right here. It's just we need more because there's so many patriots and so many defenders of the revolution that we just need more food. It's important to clarify. Can't be letting the Western dogs rebrand the situation. Also, thank you for the follow of the Sadler earlier. I did miss that. Russia wants to invest in us. Absolutely. Absolutely. We were not sending people there to cut down trees for nothing. The Sinchon Revengers for our tank. Alrighty. We'll name this one. Also, this is a lie from Hearts of Iron 4, which was developed by Western Swedish imperialists. We actually have all the supplies we need in our divisions. That's a complete lie, so just ignore that. Sunshine Ravengers. There you go. Best podcast. What is it? The new Russian tree is great. It's solid. It's definitely solid. It's way better than the one before, I can tell you that. I have thought about doing a campaign of it. I just don't, I don't know, man. I don't really want to play Russia right now. It's not really in that vibe, you know? Like, even if I went democratic or something, I still just really don't want to play Russia. I just don't like that country at all. Period. Going communist would be fun, but still. Even not going the Putin path just feels gross right now, so I'll probably play that after the war is done or something. I don't know. Yeah, it's a thick fucking tree. It's very thick. Great leader, it's time to upgrade our old T-55s to newer T-72s. Old is a very interesting word for you to use there, Lollipop. Unfortunately, you are about to have a knock on your door in several minutes, and you are going to be going to the re-education camp in Siberia to cut down trees for 10 years. Your family will be fine. I can promise you that. It wasn't bad enough for us to do anything to them, but I'd advise you get your belongings together, you get a bag together, and you wait at the door and listen to hymns from our glorious leader. You gotta watch your language. You're not a defender of the revolution, my friend. That's for debt bailout from the IMF. Ah, what a joke. Like we need a debt bailout. It's time for war crimes. I don't suppose you like the game Hearts of Iron 4, do you? Whenever people bring up war crimes, they seem to have a real high opinion of this strategy game called Hearts of Iron 4. I don't suppose you do. I think there's a bit of a correlation there between those two things. We should probably lower the spending on our military, but given that would be a betrayal of the people and the revolution, unfortunately, we are going to have to keep going further into debt. I thought about adding a couple more mods on that would make us strong, like the building slots, but I decided against it because I did want this to be a tough run, and it will be a tough run. Starting off with 2 factories is so fucking rough. Let's look at our navy real quick. Oh my god, 1965 frigates. Those are basically just like trading targets for the Western navies. And then we have 65 submarines, which are so fucking ass. Oh, fuck. I can work with it. We can refit them later. What's a Viking? How are you doing? I'm doing very well. CK3 is where you commit real crimes. That's not true. That's not true. It's all about finding true love with the wife of a married, I apologize, with a married woman. CK3 is all about finding true love with married women. That's the key of that game, I think. And obviously, your wife getting pregnant when you're out fighting wars for years on end. Those are the two, I think, like, pillars of CK3 right there. It really just, that's what that game is built around, and I'm all for it. You're noticing the rising support of the military and the nation. Moose, I'm also afraid, due to your criticism of this government, you need to go wait by your door too. Your family will not be taken with you, and you're about to get a loud knock on your door. You can't be against the revolution like this, guys. I'm sorry, you can't. What you're doing right now is crimes against the state, and you will have to pay for them. So, yeah, get a duffel bag together, Moose. You're not allowed to bring clothing. We'll give it to you, but you're allowed to bring 2 items of your choice from home, if they support the Kim Jong family, of course. So, yeah, go get ready for that. We need to ditch those modern fighters and bring back the yaks. We do actually have like a bunch of Chinese fucking planes. It's kind of hilarious. I think they're Chinese, aren't they? Yeah. No, the MIGs. Those are French? God, I used to actually know these MIG 21s. I want to say French. I'm calling it now. No, fuck. They're Soviet. I should know that. Young me would be so embarrassed right now. Yeah, we got a bunch of Soviet equipment. I thought we got a bunch of Chinese planes too. I could have sworn. No, these are all Russian. Hold on. North Korean military Air Force. I could have sworn they had a bunch of Chinese planes. Maybe they don't have them at this point because this is in 2000. No. Yeah, they're all fucking Russian. No. That is Chinese. I'm 99% sure. Fuck, that's old. Oh, North Korea never change. Yeah, they do have a fair number of them. The new Chinese ones. It's almost all Russian. Ah, I'm completely wrong on that. Fair. CK3 is the real Middle Ages. Absolutely. You forgot the part where they're your siblings. That goes without saying. You should also put these streams on YouTube. The YouTube streams have better discovery. I do. You know I have a VOD channel, right, Green? Actually, I think still doing all right. And posted on there in weeks. Perhaps great leader, our glorious nation of Korea should send infiltrators against the fascist American-backed separatists. Yes. Unfortunately, we can't create a spy agency because we have one civilian factory. So we're waiting on that. And I will be using the spy network to fuck with the West. Don't worry. We just need civs first. Unfortunately. I'm going to go up to speed 4. J7 is an MIG under a Chinese name. Gotcha. Which cardinal direction are you facing right now? South, I think? It's a very pointed question. Why do you want to know what direction I'm pointing? Are you doing a tarot reading or something? Can you liberalize North Korea? No, and that is treason. Viking, you unfortunately will have to be executed by firing squad for such an outrageous statement. As well as your family. Can you name a tank? War crimes. Oh my god. Sure. Yes, I can. I've been having live streams on YouTube simultaneously as on Twitch. I thought about doing that for a long time. I never have. I probably should. People have asked me to quite a few times, actually. I don't know why I haven't. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to follow Don Lawrence. Liberals in my workers' paradise unheard of. No, they're also traitors to the revolution. You got to look out for liberals. They're more dangerous than anyone else. Because they're hard to see. They'll infiltrate true Korean government and they'll take us down from the inside. Step up imports. This is a classified document, so unfortunately y'all will not be able to see the text on this focus. As none of you have the clearance to see it. I do apologize. I can read it because I have clearance as true leader, but you don't. I tell it to you, but again, we can't let the Westerners find out what we're doing. So rest assured, it's very important and it will make our nation much stronger. I can assure you of that. Can you build Disneyland Korea? No. Absolutely not. I was going to use it to find your location through the wind in your background. Yeah, there we go. That's what I figured. Libs will always defer to fascists before progressives. Mrs. Big Chef, stop being real. We're not having legitimate political conversations here. Stop being real. There's no place for that here. God damn it. If you're supreme leader, what are the mods? They are the general staff. Every single one of you carries a heavy burden on the mod team today. And by heavy burden, I mean the 70 large wrought iron medals painted gold that you have to carry around on your vest at all time. Let me find that picture. It's because it's like my favorite. Where is that thing? North Korean generals with medals. Hey, here we go. Oh man, where is it? All right, so if you guys would like to see a picture of the mod team today, I could actually show it to you. This was taken this morning when the mod team for this stream was preparing for today's stream. As you can see them here, they're filing into the computer room where they've been given special permissions to go on the internet today to oversee this stream. So shout out to all the mods for carrying these the heavy weight of their position. Hey, there you go. All this debt, lies, Western propaganda and lies. It is getting worryingly large though. I might have to do something. Cutting the military budget is literally a crime against the state, so we probably just need to raise taxes, but we can't. We may have to default on our debt here. That's fine. No, else I did not do because I'm a dumbass. Lease civilian complexes. Always take this. Always take this. I'm not listening to my own tutorials right now. I will now become fake. Everything is fine. There you go. That's much better. Much better. I'm only a mod when the glorious leader plays RimWorld. True. I will do the Habsburg campaign one day, Tall. I plan to do it next on the Wednesday stream, but I've stopped the Wednesday streams right now because I need to make videos pissing off the Vic 2 simps, which has been going very badly, but... Great leader, I wish to refuse my remaining rations for the greater good of the mighty of army. This is what we need. See this man here? See this man here? NTC. We're gonna have an official ceremony giving you a promotion today. It's things like this that keep the revolution alive, ladies and gentlemen. You are a hero, and your calories will be given to the member of the Kim family. And as such, I just think everyone a round of applause, very briefly, for this brave servant of the revolution. Truly, truly a man to be respected. Asexual HRE. Yeah, because he was asexual, wasn't he? Oh, that was such a funny campaign. Did he end up dying alone, like in that giant fucking building we repurposed from an infection? Wasn't it that game? I think. Yeah. Yeah, no, I agree. You need to give him like 2 of your medals, which weigh collectively around 5 pounds when put together. He'll have to carry more burden for the state. That's how it is. The cost of keeping our revolution alive, ladies and gentlemen, it is indeed a very, very heavy burden to carry. I mean, my son, Kim Jong-un, he carries the burden more than anyone else. You know, he weighs 150 pounds more than the average North Korean. Not because he doesn't eat at all, actually, because the spirit of the revolution weighs him down so much, he has to carry that weight with him. And that's why I think he is such a great servant of the revolution, honestly. True. All completely true. Now, if you're looking at the border right now, you might see these tanks and think, wow, those look very advanced, very Western, very dangerous. But what you don't know is they're actually all hollow. Fake Korea actually doesn't have any armor. These are all made out of cardboard and or inflated, and there are no tanks on the border. So there's nothing to worry about here. These are all just infantrymen standing next to inflated tanks. So we would completely destroy them in a real war here. So rest assured, we have nothing to fear from fake Korea in the south. Why can't we go to South Korea? Isn't it ours? It is ours, but it's occupied by the Americans, and who we are, of course, still fighting actively, though we've chosen to not do that in any physical form. We're spiritually fighting America right now more than anything else. It's a spiritual battle that we're winning. Our glorious leader, Kim Jong-il, is actually having a psychic battle with President George W. Bush right now. I think it's Bush, that's Clinton. He's having a spiritual psychic battle like the Emperor in 40K with Clinton. They're battling in the warp right now, and we're winning, of course, so. What would you like the unit name to be? Let me see if I missed it. Nam Spear. Fuck. Tank, I assume, right? No. Nam's Spear. Alrighty. We really need fucking political power, so we'll get whatever one does that. Improve the food distribution system. The state's rationing... No. The state's food distribution system has been virtually almost perfect, but in need of slight improvement since the early 1990s. Shortly before the ascension of Comrade Kim Il-sung, the founder of True Korea and eternal president of the Republic. It's time for a minor but necessary overhaul of a near-perfect system. So we'll go ahead and do that. I don't know who the fuck is writing these, but someone needs to go to a labor camp right now. I can tell you that. That's true. You should do one of those each unit is a person video / streams in the futures. What are those? I've never heard of them. Name the part of the Navy after the leader. You mean like a ship? Forget my burdens, great leader, for the burdens of the proletariat are upon us all, and the Kim dynasty will lead us to glorious revolution. This man right here, he is the perfect example of a true Korean right there. He is wow. I mean, we need to put up a statue of him, I think. Fast growth. Wonderful. Remember, you may look at our economy and say, wow, we have a lot of debt, but remember, we're not capitalist pigs, so there is no debt, and our currency is perfectly stable. Now, you may be paying for bread. You know, a month ago, you may have been I apologize, paying is not the right word. Exchanging food tokens for like 1-for-1 bread, and this week paying like 10-to-1, but that's just a normal part of our socialistic system. So, it's completely normal. No cause for concern. Pride of the Navy after the leader. All right. We could actually designate a flagship too. We could designate a friggin' flagship. I fucking hate that. Oh god. Name. All right. Kim Jong-il. And then I think I can designate it a flagship, right? I haven't done this in fucking forever. You would never know I have a naval tutorial video with almost 100k views by me right now, but how the fuck do you designate a flagship? Oh man, it's been a while. Dude, I swear, Hoi 4, if you stop playing it for like multiple months and you come back to it, it's like you're fucking... It's ridiculous. Hold on, I remember this. Is it here? Do I need to go watch my own tutorial right now? Probably. Fuck. I'm having a minor stroke. What you have to understand right now is I am currently locked in a spiritual battle in the warp with the president of the United States. It takes a heavy toll on me mentally, so this is quite difficult. I've got it! No helping me! No. Fuck. I'm trying to remember how to do this. I could have sworn there was a button here. The Westerners had probably sabotaged this. That's what it is. Maybe they moved it at MD. I'm almost sure that's not true. Fuck. Just let me struggle in peace right now, okay? My stubbornness does not allow me to take help. There's a little look into me when I'm streaming Hoi 4 when I'm 60 and I have dementia. Oh, come on. Could have sworn there was like an icon like right over here. Maybe it's because you can't designate a frigate a flagship. It needs to be a larger class ship. All right, I think that's what it is. Aha! I was right. It needs to be a capital ship. Yep. Because I think it's supposed to be like right fucking here. Well, fuck. All right, we can't name a flagship, but we can name one after our glorious leader. It's fine. TNO is a horrible mod. I will die on that hill. Kim Jong-il. Is that what I named it? Fuck. Someone's going to go to a labor camp for that. It's not me. That's a capital letter. This is what happens when I only drink 1 cup of coffee before I stream. It's really not a good idea. Yeah, ship details. Okay. What's a pigeon? Thanks for the raid the other day. You are very welcome. Basically, you round up a group of people, start an MP game of Hoi 4, all co-op the same nation, and each person RPs as a single unit while your RP is the leader of the nation. Okay, that does sound really fun. I'm going to be honest. I might be down for that. The other thing I am planning to bring back in a month or two, I have been planning a video for that, because I have like a whole video plan I want to do for it, is I'm going to bring back the multiplayer pure casual game where it's just naval only. I'm going to modify a save file to completely remove all military factories, all units, and then everyone will just have a bunch of naval dockyards and everyone builds their navy and then we just fight like fucking cage match style. I am bringing that back. I did it before, if anyone remembers. So if you want to participate in that, that'll be in like a month or so. Where'd my music go? We need true Korean music here. Yeah, we did it before last time. My favorite part was when I sunk the entire British Navy with the French Navy. That was so funny. And I lost like no ships either. Ugh, good times. And then the Iranian Navy just like absolutely decked on everyone. That's such a weird fucking game. Name another frigate, the eternal President Kim Il-sung. Alrighty. We might as well have more than one named after him, huh? We don't need to name our ships after American city districts here. Eternal President Kim Il-sung. There you are. Like I said, we don't need to pay for good propaganda. Someone's getting fired for that as well. Is this Katusha? It is Katusha. It's not what we want. The Nationalists are a rising great leader. That's a lie. These are traitors. They're going to be going to labor camps. Don't worry. Don't worry. They're being dealt with. Executions will begin shortly. Do you know that the first Gulf War was basically united the superpowers? Yeah, everyone agreed with it. Because everyone was just like, what the fuck are you doing? If you do that, you have to let me be a field marshal because I gave you the idea, though. Oh, I see. I see. I'll remember that. The event button says poggers. TNO is a bunch of like, it's a bunch of meme lords who just like, who don't give a shit. And then it's like a bunch of people like who actually are just like, well, I don't know, guys. Were they that bad? It got better in recent years, I will say, but not by much. I don't think. Any mod that like, how to put it? Anything that like normalizes or reduces the innate horribleness of those sorts of ideologies is fucking scummy in my opinion. What I think. Need to build a few planes, but you can make the IC cost up with military equipment super high. Yeah, you did land in Florida. You broke the fucking rules. What? Don't pretend that you didn't break the rules to do that. Small-scale bartering. Jongmadang, Korean market grounds at the North Korean farmers' markets, local markets, and black markets. It's not true, we don't have those. Relying solely on a planned economy has given insufficient to keep people as perfectly happy and able as they currently are. Perhaps we need to tolerate them to a certain extent. Again, the writers of these are so questionable, I have to say. Name a special unit, really fast people. I'll give you points for creativity. Perfect. The dictatorship is unstable. All its supporters are eating themselves. That is patently false. Viking, you're going back to the labor camp in Siberia. This time for 14 years. Are you going to build some glorious military factories? One day. One day we will. That's not this day. We will get there. Don't worry. Given we have no civs, we have to just get through our focus tree to start off with. I do need to go to the bathroom. I'm going to grab some more coffee. I'll be right back. All right, welcome back, everyone. We are here today live, where we'll be formally executing Viking in the Force for his acts against the revolution, the state, and our glorious leader. Viking, do you have any last words before you are executed publicly on state TV for your crimes against the state? Obviously, we do have something over his mouth right now, so he probably doesn't. I'll speak for him. I think if Viking was able to speak right now, what he would be saying is that he is deeply sorry for his actions. He was paid by fake Korean agents, and that really he's the most shameful person to ever exist in true Korea. I think that's what he would be saying right now if he could be speaking, if we didn't have him currently gagged. I'm very certain that's what he would be saying. So thank you for apologizing. And with that, he obviously will be executed on a live TV broadcast. All right, back to ruling West Korea. Truly a shame. Truly a shame that people will fall to payments from the Westerners. It's a tragedy. I can almost hear him talking right now in the chat. I hear just whispers of him, but he's dead, so it's very tough to say. It is like he's still here. I can hear him apologizing profusely for his acts against the state. That is quite a shame. That's truly quite a shame. Alrighty. Waiting for Hawaii 4 focus is truly the best part of Hearts of Iron 4. I have to say. Some people like the combat. Some people like being able to bring back Wehraboo Germany. Me, I love waiting for Hoi 4 focuses. They really just bring this game together, I think, in every way. Definitely not a tool to just get dopamine from us, which, don't get me wrong, I could use, but still. They're gonna follow Roman Centurion 1400. Speaking of Roman Centurions, by the way, our next CK3 campaign starting next Saturday will be a Fallen Eagle campaign. There is currently a poll. I'm going to link that to you guys too, because it's on the Discord. I don't tend to announce it on stream often. Mainly, I'm going to be honest, because I forget. I could say it's for another reason, but really I just always forget. So if you would like to vote on who will be playing in the next Fallen Eagle campaign, you're welcome to do so right here. That'll be on Saturdays. And I have a fuck ton of mods on for that, which I actually got to work together. I got 60 CK3 mods to actually work together for Fallen Eagle campaign. I hope it remains stable. We'll see. We should someday have a victory campaign that gets moved into a Hoi 4 game that goes on to modern day. Dude, that would be really cool. I talked to folks about that. The victory crowd really doesn't want to play Hoi 4, which is fair. Checks out. What'd you rename, Lollipop? Thank... God fucking damn it. All right. We're going to name a tank division the... Let me, oh my God. I think that's supposed to be Kim Jong-il Glorious Third Leg. There you go. God damn it. If the Jewish king of Yemen wins, you need to learn Yemenite Hebrew. I don't think I'm going to do that, but it's an interesting offer. All right. There is a new tyrant in charge of the United States, replacing their old tyrant, Bill Clinton. They have now put in place George W. Bush. Obviously, our glorious leader is now battling him in the warp with his psychic powers. And from what we've been told, it's not very difficult. George Bush is a lot easier to deal with mentally. There's much less psychic energy coming off of that man than Bill Clinton. Our debt is really out of hand. Gonna be honest. We do have some political power. I will raise the revolution costs. Oh my God, they do nothing. We really do need to lower the military costs, but I'm also not willing to commit treason against the revolution, so this is a bit of a quandary. On the one hand, I could betray the people in the revolution and balance our budget. On the other hand, I could not do that. We're going to stay the course and continue to get more debt. Played North Korea before the update. I was going to unite Korea, but after the update, it broke my game. It fucking sucks, man. You gotta watch out for when they update and break your game, because it is a pain. Any chance the white crowd would watch the Vic games to understand the RP? I'm sure there's some overlap. Viking back to Siberia. Viking is dead. I don't know what you're talking about, Lollipop. I have no idea what you're talking about. Viking was shot on public TV in a public service broadcast by the state government. So I don't know what you're talking about here. I do hear a disturbance from the universe, something about glory to George W. Bush. But frankly, I think that's just, that's those demons in the warp yelling loudly. So it's tough to say. I'm going to follow Daku 18. Not taxes, please. No. It's just we take your food credits. It's fine. You don't pay anything. Not many people have less psychic energy than Bill Clinton. George W. Bush is one of the few, I will say. Somehow. We can ask the Chinese for a debt bailout. I actually might do that. All right, wonderful. Land reclamation. Again, this also is a very important top secret project we're doing. Rest assured that although you cannot see the text for this focus, it's very important and very well written. So we're going to go ahead and do land reclamation, which is censored for your own safety. So, yeah. Only red numbers are positive and are for the revolution. Green numbers are for capitalist pigs. Hyperius. I didn't even think about that. Truly, you are also a servant of the revolution. The color does suggest they're a good thing, so I'm going to agree with you on that. Yeah, that makes sense. Much like our country is red like the revolution, our debt number is red, so debt must be a good thing. I like the way you think. Hyperius, you're getting a promotion. You're officially a general of the revolution now. Congratulations. Well, thinking like that, you're going to rise very far. You may one day have as many medals as the mod team does, too. What's up, Kala? How are you doing? How is life in the slightly warmer tundra of Finland these days? Math is a tool for the capitalist. Debt is also a word of the capitalist. Only in the capitalist systems can math and debt lead to unpatriotic results. We're going to have a lot of promotions. I think this will need to go on TV. Hyperius and the Quiggy Boys, you're both being promoted to generals of the revolution for your patriotic fervor. Truly an example to all true Koreans. Brings a tear to my eye. You can't see it, but I'm crying. It's just that my tears are turned into fuel that fuels the revolution, so you'll never see them. But I am crying internally right now. There for a bit longer. Fuck, I am actually going to have to lower military spending. We're going to blame it on the Viking. We're going to make him a scapegoat. All right, currently the military spending was just lowered. I, for one, am shocked. I, for one, am absolutely shocked and horrified by this turn of affairs. We have internal reports that suggest the infiltrator from fake Korea Viking, before being shot, managed to change the payrolls, as well as a number of other key metrics in true Korea's military budget in order to debilitate our proud nation. It's a shame we can't execute him twice. In fact, we may need to go find his body and execute him a second time on state TV. There are a lot of holes in it. We don't know how much is decomposed, but if it's possible, we're going to go ahead and do that for this horrible, horrible crime against the state. Just shocking behavior here. You never know. They get so deep in government, you don't even know what they're doing. That being said, it didn't help our economy very much. Fucking hell, that interest. All right, we need to go speak to our vassal state, China, and ask for a bailout. Good, they bailed us out. Now, it says they have influence on our country, but that's not true. Remember, China is a pseudo-vassal state of North Korea. I apologize. Oh, someone's getting executed for that. True Korea. There we go. They blockaded the Taiwanese islands. We told them to do that, so good job. I observed the state to follow in the eternal Kims, and that means that kimchi dish at my flat in the Great Well, lit capital Pyongyang. I can drink rice wine to that. Life's great. North Korea, though, in this mod is awesome. Yes, they're a lot of fun. It's true. I'm glad life is doing good, Colin. You were saying you were studying something last time you were here, something mechanical, right? You were wanting to study? How's that going? I can't remember what it exactly was. You wanted to study something mechanical. I want to say electrician, but I know that's wrong. That plan like the accused is full of holes. You might want to rephrase that, Arthur. Given your contribution to the state in the past, I will forgive those words, but I think you might want to reconsider what you're saying there. I agree. A de-Vikingization is exactly what this perfect, glorious utopian state needs right now. Who knows how much he did in this government before we executed him. Yeah. When are we going to war? We're currently at war, Roman Centurion. I will forgive you for not knowing that. We are currently still fighting a fake Korea and the American imperialists. Currently, we're fighting a spiritual battle in the warp with President George Bush. In terms of physical fighting on the DMZ border, that will begin when we actually have military factories and an army that can actually fight them, which will take a while, unfortunately. 2 buns with meat in the middle. True. Sandwiches were invented by the Kims. We need a lot more oil, don't we? Oh man, we need a lot of oil. We don't have the civs to get it either. We actually do have 5 civilian factories now. That's way better. So, not joking around, it is very difficult to build up North Korea in this mod because they start with so little. You have to build up your economy from scratch, meaning you have to build up civs, then you have to build up military factories, then you have to make equipment for a couple of years before you can even fight South Korea. So, it's a fucking bitch. It is a big ol' bitch. Electrician, okay, I was right. Yeah, you're graduating in 2 years. Hell yeah, man. I got a electrician's board, like one of those play tool kits for kids when I was younger, and I could never understand it, mainly because I didn't want to. But do electricians do pretty well in Finland, Kala? Because I know in a lot of places, especially like America, any sort of mechanical work like that is not as popular these days. So you get paid pretty well. And it's easy to find jobs with it and stuff. I don't know if it's similar over there. It's a psychic battle, not a spiritual one. It is both a spiritual and a psychic battle. I'll correct you on that. No, we are compressive. That's true. Who placed the gun here? Wow, someone could kill someone really important with it. Tall, you're about to receive a knock on your door. It's completely normal. Nothing to be worried about. I advise you get one of your personal belongings, like the picture of your wife, or better yet, a picture of our glorious leader, into a travel satchel and prepare for that statement right there. You will not be going to Siberia. You are going to be going out behind your house and will be getting shot in the back of the head. So, just a warning there, buddy. That's some pretty traitorous talk. You play white 4. I don't open the door. Fair. I can't dispute that. Private markets. This is also a lie. Written probably by the Viking before he was executed in internal documents. This is, in fact, better socialist principles. It's the proper way to write that. Just to clarify. That's for a deal out with the Russians, too. Yeah. There we go. We don't have to be responsible for our economic principles here. We can just get bailouts from the Russians and the Chinese. Very accurate, lore accurate North Korean decision making here. You have a Riot Police exam soon. Do you actually? 5 speed, please. Yeah, we do need to go quick. I'll give you that. Kim Dynasty didn't invent anything. They just steal. They're tyrants. I'm hearing these weird voices in the warp again. I don't know what they are. Join the revolution to gain freedoms, better lives, and more food for your kids. Everyone has the calories they need. These lies. These lies from the South. The pay isn't awesome. Ah, it sucks, man. If it's a livable wage, though, that's what you want. Well, Tall, I suppose you're going to have your door broken down then, aren't you? Civil War. Are there any glorious communist forces we can support with the vanguard of the revolution? Let's see. Yeah, we might work with them. They like the military. We can respect that. No glorious comrades to support here, I'm afraid. Probably just stay out of that then. What about over here? Well, he's almost a comrade, not quite. Disappointing. There's a comrade we can support. Can we send volunteers? Probably not. Need intervention force. If we change our laws, which we can't. If we go global interventionism, we can, but no political power from this focus tree yet. Sucks. Cadets in Cop School when they have a illegal search and seizure at 11:59 8 p.m. How do you mean? Can you show the focus tree? Yes, I can. It's not huge, but it's solid. It's a good focus tree. The best one they've added recently is the Russian one for sure. This is obviously the war with fake Korea, army stuff, economic tree, rebuilding tree at the start, your political tree, which is absolutely fucking huge, and then there is the tree for after you unite Korea. So, yeah, it's a very solid one. It's very well made. They like published part of it before it was done, and it didn't look great, but the final version is pretty solid. Abkhazia has a tree too. Yep. The Russian tree is out. Yes. It's very well made. I won't be playing it because I don't really want to right now. But yeah, it's out. It's very solid. Very well made. I'd say it's probably even better than the US tree right now. I've looked through it. I haven't played it. Yeah, I'd say it's a nice fucking tree. That's for damn sure. The devs on that worked really hard for the mod team. Getting rid of the arduous march takes fucking forever. Where's the one we want? We basically need to take all of this. When we take all of this, we'll be able to go down to economic revival. And then we're going to work on our political stuff. Because we need to... This is MD, this is Hoi 4. As much as I would like us to just to charge into open warfare, if we do that, we're going to get stomped. So we have to do the build-up. I'm sure it's buggy. I don't doubt that at all. Maybe as you wait for focuses, you can check your DMs. All right, I will check my DMs. What do we got? Fucking damn it. Fucking tall. I swear to God, man. I will show that because it is fucking funny. We have a meme made by the recently deceased Tall who had crimes against the state. Fucking hell, man. This is actually a photograph taken from the scene of the crime where the commissars and the glorious vanguard of the revolution took Tall into custody for his crimes against the state, as you can clearly see here. I don't need to tell you who's who. He was executed moments later behind his it's not an apartment complex. We'll go of glorious luxury palaces where the people of true Korea live. So, God damn it, Tall. I will say your memes are always on point. That's going in the YouTube video, just so you know. If I make one, probably will. Restore the improve the healthcare system, which is perfectly fine and helps our nation, and is already the best in the world. During the arduous March period, the health system quickly went into a slightly less perfect version. Now the national health system is ready to become beyond perfect and utopian. Yep, we'll do that. South Korean rebels. What's up, Big Twins? How are you doing, man? Been a long time. How's life? You won any equestrian competitions recently? Then we need to see the glorious lead-in while his generals are marching. Fuck, that debt is so bad. I could just default on it. It's really bad. Yeah, we get depression. This fucks you so hard though. I don't know how to get out from under all this, the deficit is the issue. We just have to keep developing our economy, and I'll default on it later, probably is what we'll do. You're good? No equestrians. My mother doesn't support it. I could if I wanted, but too much trading. For sure. Gotcha. I need to finish school. There are no South Korean rebels, only loyal patriots, yes, and then Americans masquerading as Koreans in the South. We've gone over this already, guys. This man is from Kansas. He is not a real Korean. He is a puppet set up by the Americans. I should not need to say this again. Some people do not listen to their daily truth broadcasts. It's embarrassing for y'all more than anything else, I have to say. China joins the WTO. We told them to do that. They're infiltrating the UN so that we can get whatever we want passed. South Korean rebels. Absolutely not. Roman Centurion, you are unfortunately going to have to go to Siberia for that statement, but I will allow you to apologize to the glorious revolution and rename it into something more befitting. You are being sent to Siberia, but before we take you over there, would you like to apologize for your crimes against the state and pick a more befitting name for our vanguard of the revolution? No, it's too late. You're going to Siberia. You won't be executed though, so you won't be executed. Not quite yet. It's just so great. Oh man, I really hope the FBI doesn't waste time on shit like this. I'm sure they don't. I hope that's where my tax dollars aren't going. Is Rome canon in the Korean Testament? As in the city? Do we acknowledge that the city of Rome exists? Your mother was a former professional equestrian rider? Yep. I don't think I ever asked that. Why does she not want you to become one? Industrial prosperity. The arduous March period has left the country's industrial facilities in a state of near perfection, but missing a few key components. Now that the economy has recovered, however, I apologize. I read that wrong. Now that the economy is no longer just doing great, but doing fantastic, it's time to perfect it. These writers, man. These writers. Roman Communist Legion. I'll let it slide. A little questionable, but I'll let it slide. Roman Communist Legion. It's fine. Your time in Siberia will make you rethink these decisions. I'm not worried. As part of my job, I already had to tell an ICE agent to go fuck themselves, so I presume the FBI is on me. Why did you tell them to go fuck themselves? I'm sure it was for very good reasons. I'm just curious. As a premier border hopper. Oh boy. Italian Pyongyang, West Glorious capital. There we go. See, this is what true patriots are. Everyone take notes from him. Rome is just very Western Korea. It's in the West. It's not Western. Those are two very different things. Politics, money, and more politics, and the horrible, horrible people in it. That checks out. That definitely checks out. Hamu's tanky arc begins. I don't know what you're referring to as a tanky, unless you mean the tanks that will roll over the skulls of fake Koreans in the South and Americans as we take back our land. If that's what you mean, then I agree. I assume that's what you mean. I know it's pronounced ice. but I don't like to. Words, listen, I'll die on this fucking hill like every other hill. It's important to remember that words are simply a means of communicating meaning to someone else. As long as they get the gist of what you're saying, it doesn't matter. I'm a firm believer that grammatical correctness is just like unnecessary, you know? It's the guy in the back of the classroom who likes to, like, you know, correct people, right? If people understand what I'm saying and I'm not saying it grammatically correct or technically right, they can go fuck themselves. I'll die on that hill. Pro-Western autocrat strongman mocks government. We did kill Viking, right? This isn't him. And this is why they will fall. Kim Jong-il is a weekly... I'm not even going to read this trash. This is disgusting. Fucking disgusting. Just a heads up, our debt is what's causing our government to get cooed right now. I forgot about that. That is a wee bit of a problem, I will be honest. I'm a speech pathologist, so I work with ESL kids, and occasionally ICE shows up and says, give me that kid, and the law's pretty clear they can't do it. So I tell them no, and they threaten to put me in jail, and I tell them no again, and then they go away. You gotta love those guys. So great. Oh, God. Well, I'm glad you stand up for the right thing, man. Fucking, those guys are just ridiculous. The single-player Millennium Dawn is excruciating, so have fun waiting. Will do. They laughed at our supposed lack of food. They laughed at our supposed lack of healthcare. They laughed at our supposed lack of military technology. And they can laugh all they want. They'll be laughing themselves into an early grave. People's life bonds. Also redacted information. Don't worry about it. Is our glorious leader playing multiplayer or single player? Single player. Your question will not get you sent to Siberia. Don't worry, comrade. The fake Koreans are so incompetent that they put the dumb capital close to our glorious leader's border. They will see our glorious tanks crush their little city. True, true. Look where they put their capital. Look where they put it. Right next to us. We put ours very far away in the hills, as you can clearly see here. It's honestly hilarious. I think I'm gonna play as People Korea and Unite Korea. Let's go for round 2. Wish me luck. Good luck, comrade. It's Vikings family. I saw them. No, they're gonna need to get sent to Siberia as well. Debt in the glorious DPRK. No, okay, you gotta understand. This is like communism points right here. It's how true we're being to our ideology, and we're doing very well right now. Jeez, that's didn't that already get said technically? I thought that's what third leg was supposed to mean. Why do listen? I'm not discrediting the fact that glorious leader has a giant dick, but I'm just saying, why do we need to state this more than one time? Are you suggesting, comrade, that this is not already assumed to be the case? Because that's borderline treasonous right now. I'm gonna be honest. Are you suggesting that everyone in true Korea doesn't already know that? You need to think about your next words very carefully here. Herzegovina just declared independence. Nice. The more IMF loans take, the more communist you are. That's true. Fuck. He's not responding. That's worrying. Maybe he was an infiltrator as well. He has 2 giant dicks. I don't know. I don't know about that. That sounds pretty scandalous to me. The UN rated us 1 out of 10 on the democracy index. Good! We're not a democracy. We're socialist vanguard of the people's revolution. That's a compliment, if anything, really. I'm very sorry. Fucking Supreme Leader! Gentlemen, I'm afraid we're gonna have to interrupt the currently perfecting of our healthcare for another state-sponsored broadcast. Unfortunately, the Cheese Man is going to be executed on live TV like the Viking. He's probably the reason that all of our scripts have been rewritten to be Western propaganda too. We actually have evidence now of that he was one of the individuals responsible for for rewriting all of our focus trees into this Western propaganda. Do you have any final words or apologies to the glorious leader you'd like to say before we're gonna have to start doing these, unfortunately, because otherwise we're gonna lose our government. Before you were executed on state TV. Hey, would you like to apologize for your actions here before we take the necessary steps? I might pivot here in a second. We'll take construction boom for sure. I love stuff like Democracy Index because it's clearly subjective analysis, masquerading as an objective one. Yeah, most of those metrics you use internationally are just all a fucking joke. I'm very sorry. All right, so Cheese before execution did clarify his position. We have a direct quote from here saying, "I'm very, very sorry," which is very accurate. He has apologized on state TV for his actions against the state and against our glorious leader and for his treasonous pro-Western behavior. Unfortunately, he still will need to get executed by firing squad on state TV. So a moment of silence for our fallen comrade who was chosen to take action against the state, supporting the West. Spies everywhere. Pro-Western sycophants everywhere. Ugh, disgusting. Our debt is so bad right now. I just don't know what to do about it. They've really changed the ecosystem since last time I played. Yeah, the interest on the debt is just absolutely going to kill us. What I can do is ask for more bailouts, though, I think, soon. Yeah, incoming financial collapse. That is bad. Well, we're going to default on our debt. We're going to default on our debt. This thing is such a bitch. I love that they added this feature, but it's such a pain in the ass. Let's see here. We'll make political concessions to our puppet state, and we'll make political concessions to our friends in Russia. Yeah, we'll do that. There we go. Look at that. No more debt. Magical. Out of RP, isn't North Korea close to experiencing another famine? Yes, absolutely. There's a lot of evidence to suggest that again right now. 9/11 event can actually happen later than normal. It has a chance to fire all the way up until, like, I think 2004 or 2005. So we'll see. Kim Jong-un, a man so supreme in memes and jokes, he reigns supreme. His haircut is unique. It defies the norm. An inspiration for every bad hairstorm. Did you ask for, like, a poem about Kim Jong-un in ChatGPT? Is that what that was? Communist points. True. Damn right. Name a tank after our son. Which one? We have two of them. Is Best Korea communist or Best Korean communism? Yes. Did a request for a sub name. What do we have here? The Jong-il Will. Fuck. The Jong-il Will. Sub Jong-il Will. There we go. Glorious. The perfect name for a perfect submarine. It may have been built in 1965, but it's still cutting edge and ahead of the West. So, the best one. Say no more. Say no more. We're running out of tanks here. The Kim Jong-un. There we go. ChatGPT supports communism? You can get it to say anything supporting anything if you phrase your question right, to be fair. For what I've seen. The best North Korean song, what is it? Let me look. That is a very good song. I will play that one. This is a glorious song. Oh man, Arduous March is still so bad. We'll go for infrastructure development. We actually need political power. We're gonna go down and struggle for power. I do need to get us some more political power so we can actually balance our budget here. Oof. We'll need to destroy one civ, and then I think we will be able to get rid of most of our debt remaining. Why is our population income so low? Quality and tech impact on all taxable income. What did we take? They're fucking us. Yeah, that'll do it. The depression is fucking us pretty hard. I apologize. The momentary lapse in our political utopian nature is causing problems. I need to fix that. I feel like your troops are max level now. How much they've been trained with the Air Force. Listen, constant training is the duty of all members of the Vanguard movement, military movement. So we can never stop training, Lollipop. Are you suggesting that we need to let our training standards lapse in comparison to fake Korea? Is that what you're suggesting here? I'd be careful with statements like that. I remember this was the first dance song at my wedding. Was it actually? My wife and I danced in front of a portrait of the Eternal President. Such a wonderful day. True patriot, if I've ever heard it. That's a true patriot right there. Who do you like more, Marx or Engels? Neither. They're both imperfect Western dogs who gave some interesting ideas that we perfected. The eternal leader of the revolution, our father, perfected it. They got his ideas from him. They actually took a time machine and stole his ideas. That's a true fact. That's true. Potatoes are the best. A moderate? No. Please tell me one of the glorious generals of the revolution is not committing treason right now. In the 1990s, Kim Jong-un was chosen by the great General Kim Jong-il as the successor to power because of his outstanding qualifications. The beloved comrade Kim Jong-un, whom God has given to the Korean people in the past, present, and future, will always protect the security and prosperity of true Korea. No, I'm suggesting that soldier needs rest for when it comes, when you, the glorious leader, are going to make the one true Korea when the time comes. This is absolute bullshit. A true patriot of the revolution needs no rest, no respite. Surely, you do not think that we need rest. We have an abundance of calories, an abundance of spirit. Why would we ever need rest? Lollipop, I'm afraid you're going to have to go to Siberia again. These dangerous suggestions about our true perfect military are getting out of hand, I'm afraid. They really are. I hate to do this because you've been loyal to the state in the past, but I'm going to give you 5 years in Siberia to reconsider your statements and your objective beliefs on our perfect military. I'm sorry, but it's needed. Please get close to your door and wait for the true Korean guard to arrive. Check DMs. All right, we'll do. God damn it. Yes, sleep is Western decadence, that's true. Recently, true Korean scientists have discovered that sleep actually is not required. It's not. In fact, when you don't sleep, you're actually a better servant of the vanguard movement and revolutionary state. So, really, your suggestion is pro-Western, Lollipop. It's pro-Western propaganda that you've chosen to believe, and that's unfortunate. But your time in Siberia will get rid of that notion. I am confident in that. All right. That should get rid of the most of our remaining debt. Fuck. I'm actually gonna have to give political concessions to the IMF. True. No. The glorious leader never sleeps. Assassination of the Nepalese royal family. Whoa. Yeah, death to tyrants. No. But have you ever seen a picture of Kim Jong-il napping or sleeping? No, of course not, because it doesn't happen. It doesn't exist. Never will. Never. Not once. He constantly is battling the fake president of the United States, George W. Bush, in the warp of his psychic and spiritual energy. How could a man like that ever sleep? Never. Never. Most of our income comes from making black market statues of poor African countries. That's treason. That's treason. Right there. And the revolution never sleeps. Exactly. This guy gets it. This guy gets it. What I would really like is for some political power. That would just be lovely. So I can make our country not die to fucking debt right now. Oh man, this is fucking brutal. Don't suppose we get political power from these. Aha! Political power! The 38th parallel. In July 1953, the Korean Armistice Agreement was signed between the two Korea... Sorry, I apologize. That was treason. Between true Korea and her enemies, as well as the United Nations forces, establishing a demilitarized zone based on 38th parallel, separating true Korea from the American-dominated southern region. This dividing line has existed for some 50 years, and it's perhaps time to move towards us retaking our lost territory, one way or another. I need that political power so badly. Yeah, you get it from that one. The People's Army for National Defense. What unit would you like renamed? Oh. You want to do a poll for it? Sure. Let's look here. We have the People's Army. The People's Army had to be ready for war even during the difficult period of the arduous march in order to defend itself from U.S. imperialism and the fake Korean puppet. This would allow us to do some Air Force doctrine, build a military academy, and build a nuclear program. Or we can go with national defense. The arduous march makes it impossible to continue to maintain the military in its current form. The Korean People's Army will have to be reduced to a minimum level necessary to satisfy the defense business, thereby saving money, which would give us naval options and then military tech options. Could one of the mods set up a poll for that, please? I know there are a few in chat right now. Appreciate that. I love that IRL Korea went down the nuclear weapons mission path and nothing happened. True. Yeah, their nuclear launches are pretty fucking funny, not gonna lie. Fuck, I'm actually gonna have to take this one. Any of the other ones give us political power? Yeah, threatening the South does as well. It's 140 days. Fuck, we kind of need him to die. just a little bit. Kind of need him to die, I'm gonna be honest. Fucking hell. Alright. It's fine. It's fine! Ah! Major attacks on the US East Coast. Alright, so 9/11 just happened on the 8th of June 2002. I'm sure the US will not overreact to that at all. And they'll be completely reasonable about it. That was fun in Siberia. Now let's send the true man into space for the first time. That's much better. You've clearly taken your time in Siberia to heart, and you are reconsidering your opinions. I'm very glad to have a true patriot back. Why are we nationalists? That's a lie. That's a lie. This is communism. Why wouldn't you want nukes? Because I want the naval bonuses so we can beat the U.S. Navy. But that's just me. No, the U.S. never overreacts. We always have perfectly balanced, reasonable U.S. foreign policy. Every time. Every single time. Alright, we have a tiny bit of political power here. Trying to be very careful what I choose next. We'll go to recession. Fuck. Man, our economy is so fucked up right now. I don't know if we're going to be able to balance it. I'm going to be honest. We'll make political concessions to the IMF because mechanically we have to. Debt bailout from China. And we'll get a debt bailout from Russia, I think. Should be able to. Breaking news, another study has just held in glorious Democratic People's Republic of Korea that the state's the standard of living has increased from 6.3 to 6.32. Fantastic. You're goddamn right. God damn it, Russia! Fuck. Alright, our economy is in bad shape. National. Alrighty. We really just have to outpace this. God damn, we really do. Alrighty. The other option, no, because we're in a negative. I literally cannot make that back up now. Alrighty. We'll do infrastructure development. I think when we get all of these, we do get rid of the long, arduous march. If I remember, I did this before. It was a long time ago. No nukes for us. We're going to build a navy. Good stuff. Supreme Leader, wouldn't it not be worse to send traitors to worse career where they could suffer to capitalist society? No. Their suffering would be great, but even their suffering would give power to the American fake government there, and we can't have that. We absolutely cannot have that. Fuck. All the nationalists do have so much power now. We might actually just get a coup. Because I think... Let me look at something. Yeah, because we have to get rid of it. Is there like maybe a decision for this I didn't see? Oh, here it is. Fuck, I've been ignoring these. I should have been doing these the whole time and I wasn't. And I fucked myself. All right. Normally I don't do this, but today I'm going to. Everyone look away. I completely ignored these and I spent all my political power trying to stop the fucking debt. So I will do this just the once. It's this or we literally sit here for another like 2 hours waiting for our political power to go back up. And I don't really want to do that. So we're gonna do this. No, we are not going to work with agencies. I will not use it for this stuff. We'll just use it for Long March stuff. Fuck. Indeed. Indeed. The Supreme Leader, the glorious leader, has manifested his will into a pure form of political influence in true Korea. True patriots understand. National defense? No, we have to do two other ones first. We have to get nurture the Donju. What's the other one we need to do? And then we need to do software industry. So we're gonna do software industry, then we're gonna do nurture the Donju, then we can get rid of the Long March, and then I will work on national defense. Only issue with this mod, I feel, is that it takes absolutely forever to do anything interesting. Yes, it does take a long time, that's true. I do like the build-up, but I wish they had like parliament systems and government systems that were more interesting to keep you busy. Enduring freedom. More like enduring Western imperialism, am I right? Disgusting behavior. Disgusting. He should be ashamed of himself. Glorious leader provides to the nation once more. Praise the Kim dynasty. True patriots. True patriots everywhere. This is why playing multiplayer Millennium Dawn is pointless. Multiplayer Millennium Dawn is fun because you get to like fuck around and do RP with other players. It's a lot of fun for that reason. No, I really do think it's good in multiplayer. Because you're so busy like being locked in fucking foreign development talks with countries that the time just disappears and space-time bends to your reality. Nurture software industry. We are obviously going to be outpacing Silicon Valley within a month or two. Oh boy. Russia declared war on Yugoslavia. Seems completely reasonable to me. Macedonia has also declared war on Yugoslavia. Can we send patriots to help? We cannot. When world tension goes up, we can. In a further escalation of the Taiwan Strait crisis, China has fired artillery at military installations on the island of Kinmen, prompting an angry reaction from Taiwan and America. The latter issued a strong warning to China, promising swift American action to the event of a Chinese invasion. Taiwanese troops have reportedly begun mobilizing in preparation for an even greater escalation. God damn it. Are they going to actually fight? Because China's going to get rolled by the U.S. Oh boy. You volunteer. Good lad. Good lad. True patriot. I'm just going to ask, you're playing North Korea. Are there in the focus tree to gain more land after South Korea is kaput? Yes. There's a whole part of the focus tree for after we reunify. So you have to like reform your government, and then you can just go on the warpath effectively if you'd like. You can literally attack like everyone around you, including Russia and including China. So, yep. Absolutely. Return the Sinosphere. Threaten Japan. Oh yeah, there's a lot you can do later on. It does allow you to play out like a really long period in Korea. It's not like some of the focus trees where it's just like one or two things and you're done. There is a lot to it, which is nice. Jesus Christ, our debt is still so bad. Kim Jong-un's not winning. Fuck, we're gonna have to deal with that. That's unacceptable. Where did true Korean music go? There we go. Macedonia immediately capitulated by Yugoslavia. Ah, Russia landed. I'm gonna send in an attaché just so we can see what's going on. No, they will not let us. Okay. Russia's fighting off those Yugoslavian Democrats. Good work from an imperfect country. Speaking of breaking space time, I was watching your MD Ethiopia VOD and my heart broke when your game glitched and I gave you irrecoverable debt. Ethiopia VOD. You mean that one from like way back in the day when it was the multiplayer one? And my country collapsed internally and had the civil war and stuff? The game where like Germany and Russia like nuked each other and the world went into like a fucking post-apocalyptic war zone? That one? Oh, that was a long time ago. I remember that game. That was a lot of fun. Oh my god, yeah. Wasn't it the game also where like the debt like bug was still in it and everyone was getting all that debt? Oh man, I forgot about that game. Perfect. Software industry. I remember the debt mechanics were really wonky. It was so fucking wild. Remember like looking over at like fucking like Sudan one time and they had like 4 trillion in debt. It was just like, what the fuck? Oh, I just noticed this. I never realized that True Korea named a city after me. That's really cool. I had no idea. The more you know. Are you playing with resources expanded in democracy mod? No, I'm not, Jay. I was going to, but I was like, no, that'll make it too easy for me to game the system. I don't want to do that, so we're gonna do it the tough way and just play it with base MD. My opinion of Gorbachev is that Pizza Hut shouldn't charge $1 for deep dish, and I feel like there was something he could have done for that. I agree. He should have demanded that they use food credits. Like a true defender of the revolution. Bosnia. I'm not going to play the new Russian tree. I'm just not playing Russia until the war is over with Ukraine, straight up. I just don't want to. Bosnia, maybe. I wouldn't mind playing Abkhazia, too. They actually got a fucking tree. Where are they? South Ossetia. Yeah, there we go. They actually have a focus tree now. It's not a bad one, either. One of the things I tried so hard to do when I first really got into MD like a year and a half, 2 years ago, is I always tried to win as fucking, what were they called? Not South Ossetia. The fuck is that country? Chechnya. Because Chechnya is at war with Russia at the start of the game, and I always tried to win and I never could. I hope Chechnya gets a tree at some point. That'd be cool. Liechtenstein also, yeah, you can do the meme run where you reform the HRE and take Alaska. I should do that sometime. Problem is Millennium Dawn campaigns are so fucking long because the build-up takes forever. Which I don't mind normally, but sometimes it's a lot. I played MD and somehow South Sudan got $152 trillion in debt. Yep. When the debt mechanics were bugs. They have a tree now? We can't see because they don't exist. I'll have to look at that. They do! You need to survive. That's the struggle. I can never figure out how. If y'all are down for it and want to watch me struggle to win as Chechnya for like 6 hours straight sometime, I might be down. Funny story, I actually did manage to win as ISIS way back in the day. That's a lot of buzzwords right there, but I did manage to do that. You can offer them a white piece. Gotcha. Did not know that. So I'll be right back. I need to go to the bathroom again. I've been drinking so much water because I've been working out. Be right back. All right, I'm back. Okay, we are almost ready to get rid of the arduous march, and then we can actually work on our economic reform, get out of our debt, and then we can build military factories. This will take a while. I think this game will probably take 3 or 4 sessions, I'd say. 3 or 4 Sundays. It does take a while to build up if you don't want to just immediately get ruled. Unless you start off with a lot of military equipment in factories like the US or something like that. Because with North Korea, you really just have to build up from nothing. Nothing. 6 more hours of glorious leader. Damn right. Play Russia, but prepare yourself might be buggy. Yeah. I mean, they have, like, obviously MD has testers who test these, like, focus trees and stuff, but there's only so much you can do before, like, you know, thousands of people play it and find all the other bugs. I will say again, the Russian focus tree, just very well made. I'm just not going to play that country right now. Alrighty, we should be able to get rid of the arduous march. Yes. Everyone look away. True leader's manifesting his power again. With that done, we are going to work on national defense. The arduous march makes it impossible to continue to maintain our fantastic #1 military in the world. The Korean People's Army will have to be reduced to a reasonable level. So we're going to go the route of more like a naval focus, as well as improving the quality of our arms and things like that. Russia was probably my favorite MD multiplayer RP alongside the tiered Communist France game I had. Yeah, for sure. They're definitely fun. I get not wanting to touch that situation. Yeah. I mean, I don't mind like doing it for doing it. I would just feel so dirty playing that country. I don't know. How's it going, Parham? Parham? What is up? Hamu, does most of your revenue come from YouTube ad revenue? I haven't seen you get any sponsorships. I've been offered them. I've said no to a fair number is a strong word. I've said no to a few. Yeah, most of my revenue comes off of YouTube. My main YouTube account. My VOD account actually does make more money than you would think. Not much, but a little bit. So, yeah. YouTube doesn't pay very well, but it does pay a bit. I have been offered probably a little less than a dozen sponsorships so far. There were a couple I did talk to for a little while because I was interested. Like, the thing I've always said to myself is I'm not just going to sponsor shit to sponsor shit. It has to be something that's clearly not a scam and clearly something I support. There were 1 or 2 that I actually did kind of find interesting, but they wanted, I don't know. There's this one I talked to for a while. We emailed a bunch. They just wanted, it was basically a commission model, and I don't want to push people to go buy shit. I'm just not going to do that, so I ended up not saying yes to that. Sponsorships do pay the most for a lot of like content creators. That's how you get most of your money. I don't want to do the really scummy ones. Just no desire to do that. Alrighty. Oh man, our debts are out of hand again. Incoming financial collapse. 25 days. Fuck! Nothing to be done about that. True. Raid Shadow Legends pays very well, by the way. They are actually one of the better sponsorships you can get as a mid-level streamer. They pay very well. It is, however, a horrible fucking game, so you gotta sell a little bit of your soul for it. But they do pay well. Anyway. Today's stream is brought to you by Coinbase. Coinbase, it's not gambling, it's just fun. And you get the high horse knowing what the fuck cryptocurrency is to your family. Who wouldn't want that? Coinbase. NordVPN. So the Chechnya tree, it's basically just a puppet tree. So they can't get, there's no part of like getting independence or anything like that. What's up, John? How are you doing? All right. Equal power. We get 2 civs, that's huge. We'll get a reevaluation. Some infrastructure. That's the one we want. Free, extra free housing. Step down. Opposition demands Workers' Party of Korea to step down. Storm the parliament. Where the fuck's the vanguard? Execute them, gentlemen. After Kim Jong-il announced that there would be no elections, people in true Korea almost immediately started marching in the streets, demanding Kim Jong-il to step down or worse. A group of protesters led by the chairman of the main opposition party started marching towards the parliament building. The local police was unsuccessful in stopping the protesters who are currently in the process of occupying the capital. God damn it. 0% chance we retain power. Gentlemen, open fire on these traitors. Fuck. We have no military. Everyone look away. Supreme Leader is manifesting his power in the warp, and much like the Manhattan Man in the movies and comics, I will be dematerializing the entire army of our enemies because our power is supreme. Everyone look away. There we go. Unfortunately, traitors rose up against our government. They tried to storm our palace. I mean, home of the glorious leader. Unfortunately, they had not counted on the fact that our glorious leader represents the physical manifestation of the revolution. And as such, they were forcefully dematerialized and turned into nothing but the tears of their families. We now unfortunately do not have a military, but that's fine. Fuck, the nationalists are still in power. Financial collapse leads to conflict in the DPR. I don't believe that personally. I don't believe that at all. We do need a military though. That is a problem. Fuck. All right, this is gonna be a little rough. It's fine. We'll get through it. You're volunteering? Good. Good? Good. Explain that picture of you holding a gun in the Discord. No. Absolutely not. We got our planes back at least. No, we didn't. Fuck. Oh my god, we lost all our military equipment. It's fine. We'll rebuild, gentlemen. We have a tiny bit of our Air Force left. We have around 30 planes remaining. The rest were demilitarized by glorious leader. All of this is mainly due to the fact I just ignored the fact that we had a decision to get rid of the arduous march for like a year. So that's unfortunate. How much longer do we have before we get rid of that? You have a gun. It's a airsoft gun actually. It has an orange tip. You can clearly see, so it doesn't break YouTube TOS. I think. I do have to say, I understand North Korea like having a difficult economic startup. I do think their start is a little too hard. I don't think their economy is really balanced to what it should be for most players that start. I know MD and I'm struggling here. Sure, I did ignore like part of the decision tree and I might be coping a little, but I do think their situation at the start with 2 factories is a little too harsh. Because if I'm struggling, you know for a fact that there's a lot of casual Hoi players who've jumped on here, had this happen and just dip or cheat like I'm doing. I mean, manifesting the Eternal Leader's power is in the warp. Because when your deck gets out of control, it's rough, and the starting factories aren't enough, I don't think, to balance it. Maybe if I just immediately cut the defense budget, I could have. I may go back and look at that later. It is a little almost too hard to play, I will say, yeah. I just want to have fun with it. I want to see if we can actually beat like these countries, so I'm not too worried about it. But for many players, it's a little much. All right, we're going to build up political power now and try and get out of our recession. This is what playing the wall felt like. No, it wasn't. The wall, you actually had income and resources. It wasn't that bad. Forced slavery to build civs or mills. Yeah, there needs to be some feature to make this a little bit more playable, I have to say. The focus tree is fun. I agree you should start off with very little. I fully agree on that. This is too much, though, for sure. Nothing happened. Everything's under control. We still have an army just praising Kim Jong-un. Yes, true. Kim Jong-il. Lollipop's time in Siberia really did a lot of good on him, I have to say. I'm very glad to see that. See the broken Juche? Give us a little bit more support for emerging outlook. Russia's new tree is huge. It's very solid. Especially in 2000, the DPRK wasn't internationally sanctioned until 2003 when they left the NPT. You should probably get off-map factories from China up until that point. Might help balance it out. Yeah, what they should probably have is the way I would do it if I was going to mod this, which I'm not going to, is that I would literally just give North Korea a focus called like Chinese backing or something, right? And what it would... Oh, we lost all our national spirits from that war, too. That fucking sucks. And what it would just do is give you additional income to supplant your economy. Because it would represent the fact that does North Korea have a stable, solid economy? No, of course it fucking doesn't. But they are literally maintained due to Chinese income, right? So you just have a focus that gives you a bunch of income while giving them a bunch of influence, and you'd be able to balance your budget. So if you ever piss them off, you lose that, and then you would collapse economically. That would make sense. They should also add, and I know it's a lot of work and it's easy to say but hard to do, they should also add a thing of decisions where you can literally send workers to work in Russia for money. That's a real thing in real life. North Korea sends basically slave laborers to Siberia, political dissidents, and just general people, where they work there in slave-like conditions for money, so the government actually can maintain itself. So you should have both of those. Or just get them more factories to represent it and call it a day. Either one. Alrighty. No stability too early. Nope. What's up, Vambi? How are you doing? I'm gonna go to threaten the South. We're gonna road to war, and then we're gonna threaten the South because that'll give us some political power that we can use to get out of the recession. But given we probably have to default again, I don't know if it's even worth it, to be honest. Yeah, North Korea does need some work, doesn't it? Democratic Belarus path and nationalists. Counterfeiting, yeah. You should have a bunch of like black arms options, like black market options you can do in drug smuggling to make money. There needs to be a way to keep North Korea's economy afloat in the start of this game in MD, and that just doesn't exist. There's a lot of interesting ways they could do that. But I know it also is a case of all this stuff takes so much work to mod into the game, so it's rough. I will come back to this. I want to check something out of curiosity. I want to see if I can balance their budget in the beginning of the game, if I was just being a dumbass, or it's really just this bad. Because I am curious now. We're going to keep going with that save, even as cursed as it fucking is. I do want to look at this really briefly. Given our starting political power, the first two focuses we can do to immediately give political power. Let's see if we can balance the budget. All right. We start out with 300 political power. I'm going to immediately go into stable growth. 2.44. I will lower the military budget to large military spending. Okay. I will then go ahead and take the 38th parallel for the political power. And I will... What else? Deleting military equipment wouldn't be a bad idea. What do we have? Logistically. Delete all the useless equipment. Physically painful, but let's delete these. And then we'll go ahead and take civilian factories. Negative income? Oh, because the civs, I guess, the cost for paying on them. So is the meta not to use them now as a small country? Okay, bear with me. It's not the big set. Yeah, you do have a lot of equipment. That is true. Corporate tax rate will not be enough to compensate. We want to do all that political power. If we jump up to this, 5% tax bonus, not going to really compensate for what we need. You might not be able to balance your budget at the start of the game. That isn't realistic, I have to say. Deleting units, that's not a bad idea. Maintain divisions are very expensive, especially the tank ones. I'm gonna go ahead and delete, we'll delete a bunch of our basic infantry, and I'll delete half of our tank divisions. At the month, it should tick over. Let's see. We'll delete all of our tanks, I guess. Because we have negative amount now. I'm just going to delete all our APCs. Fuck it. We'll delete all the really expensive equipment to maintain. And I will delete all of our tanks, honestly. Let's just see. Maybe we need to delete part of our navy. That does add up a lot, too. Yeah, all mechanized. Let's try that as well. No, this is ridiculous. This needs to get fixed. Delete airborne. I think they might count as special forces, which are way more... Special forces. We'll delete all those. Those are always very expensive. I'm going to delete our navy, too, if we have to as well. Let's just see what it takes to balance our budget, honestly. I assume we also just need to then outpace our fucking debt with taking these, I think, is what we have to do. These are useless. We have to just, like, rush the civilian ones. Which is this. Stability would help a little bit. It's fucking ridiculous. Solve the famine and tackle corruption. Corruption actually is not impacting our economy too much, ironically. The stability hit is the main issue that we have. Tax revenue modifier, that does affect. But the problem is, you need so much political power to lower corruption when you are already losing it at the start of the game. Your only option is to not take a political focus to get the political power you need to remove corruption, but the rate at which your debt will go up will just completely make this useless. Other option, let's just cut our military funding down to like fucking zero. Tiny military spending. Even that doesn't do it. No, they need to work on this. Jesus Christ, man. Like I said, we're gonna go back, we'll play it out. I don't mind cheating a little bit just for fun to get where we need to be. But for the actual, like, North Korea for MD, this needs to be dealt with. What else do you fucking cut at this point? With that political power we got. Oh, man. Let's try solving the famine. I'm gonna do no cheats here just to try and fix this. Delete the Navy. That's all I can think of at this point. It is really bad, but you shouldn't have to do this. The Navy is very expensive. I wonder if that's the issue, not gonna lie. Nope. This is really expensive. 108 TGMs are expensive. Planes are fairly expensive, even in stockpile. Let's just literally get rid of all of our planes. Fucking hell. Cheese, I'm trying to figure out if this is even doable. I'll get there in a minute. I want to see if this is possible. Because I will probably, like, send something to the AMD dev team. I don't know if they want to listen to me. They don't have to, but this is absolutely ridiculous. I understand North Korea being kind of like a challenge country and one you have to struggle with. But I understand AMD fairly well, and even I can't balance the budget right now, and that's a problem. Hoping that stability maybe gives us a bit more, because that is reducing our even that wouldn't do enough. You know what, focus. I'm just gonna rush this. I don't want to waste time. I want to see if this works. Nope. This is assuming you're not getting more debt in the time it takes as well, which you are. Then we'll max out population tax rate. Nope. Yeah, no, you can't balance your budget. That's fucking ridiculous, dude. You run a deficit if you delete your Navy and your Army and you lower your military spending completely. Bro. I'm curious about something as well. If you max out, and you'll never have the political power for it, if you max out your population tax rate and your corporate tax rate, you still run a deficit after deleting your army, your navy, and all your military equipment. The fuck, dude? That is an issue. This country needs to be balanced. That's ridiculous. Unless there's just some magical focus I have never noticed before. Or magical decision. Maybe you need to spam these. Send citizens to countryside. You get a little bit more tax revenue, but that will not do enough. No, that will not compensate for it. Yeah, no, okay, I'm good. I just want to see. It's not doable. You can't balance your budget. Maybe they're just like giving the middle finger to North Korea, the devs or something. That could be. That's crazy. Fixing corruption is not viable with North Korea because you need 300 political power to remove even one level of it, which you could not get even with both of the focuses that give political power. At best, you can remove one level of it, and that's not enough. So, all right. I'm done in molding and coping because I know it's not me just being bad at this game. So I'm going to use some cheats here just so we can actually get to the point. Because I want us to get up to the point that we can actually have, like, build a military and try and compete and fight these countries. I'm not going to cheat in the actual fighting, but I will cheat to get us there because you have to. Which is bullshit. But we'll do it. It's fine. I was briefly worried that I'm just, like, so bad at MD now I couldn't figure this out. But no. Alright. There's a command to give us money. I'm just going to use it. I haven't used it in so long. Bear with me. There's a Reddit post way back in the day. One moment. Or treasury 600. And then there we go. Okay. Alrighty. I'm just going to do that. Anyway, back to the North Korean campaign. After losing our entire military too. Ugh. North Korea threatened to strike on HQ of Swedish map game after Shrew reveals the nation is shit. True, yeah. They're going to get nuked. Do you see my last where my life said I'm starting to look like you? Vambi, you're starting to look like me? I did not see that. Let's see if I missed it way back there. You said that when I was probably molding and coping about North Korea, right? Oh, you are starting to look like me. You growing out your hair, man? You getting the beard going? Hell yeah, brother. Fucking Afghanistan. All right. I'm gonna follow Dongya Beanie 2. Alrighty, let's see. Where are we gonna go from here? I'm gonna pick up that political power and then we'll try and get into a better financial state. And then we're gonna wait for the arduous march to complete and then we're gonna work on the economy. We get some civs built up and then from there, we will prepare for the big one. Can I turn off debug mode? Yes, I can. Here we go. You know what the other reason we're losing money at this point is? Our government went entirely nationalist due to the economy. So I probably do need to change that. No, it's naturally getting rid of right now, so we're fine. We'll just wait. True Korean Workers' Party is taking back power in the government, slowly but surely. Our great leader has used his magic powers to get rid of the IMF loans. Yes. Because being the true socialist that we are, we understand that money is a lie and doesn't exist, and we rejected the concept of loans. And as a result, all of them just magically disappeared. The capitalists don't know what to do about it. But, so it's a shame. That's their fault for using a non-real financial model. We'll threaten the South, which I think is a great idea given that we don't have a military anymore. Hold on. We'll put the Patriots who have volunteered on the border. Surely they can hold off those fucking cardboard tanks. I see no issue with this. None at all. We lost all our commanders in the revolution too. Good. They were disloyal. We sent all our loans to the US. True. Sinchon Revengers. You've already named one that. You do know that, right, NTC? Oh, yeah, but they're gone now because they were traitors. That is fair. No, Gloria's third leg is gone. That's true. It is. They were traitors and they deserved to die the death that they had. Unless you disagree. Do you disagree that they deserved complete and utter destruction and to be completely and totally defabricated from reality by our glorious leader? It's 50-50 with our sons. That's unfortunate. Death of traitors. There we go. That's better. That's what I like to hear. Surely these glorious volunteers can hold off the fake Korean military. Look at them. Look at their patriotic fervor as they stand guard on our border. I'd like everyone to take a moment and place your hand on your heart and give a moment for our glaive and glorious defenders of true Korea for a moment as they stand strong against the American pig dogs in the South. A moment of silence. A moment of, you're welcome to salute too. Saluting is also fine if not encouraged. Optimally, you put a hand over your heart and you salute at the same time if you want to be a true patriot. Absolutely. Absolutely. Brave individuals. Yeah, they're literally not even looking at them, are they? Look at that. They're not even facing the enemy. They will not give them the honor of seeing the face of true patriots. Mengitsu's back. Ugh. What are these? Legacy of the Arduous March. We also bugged out the game. Apparently, this is a bug too. If you lose the Civil War, if you won the Civil War, you lose the icons on your national spirits. I'm gonna write these down. I am technically a tester for MD, so I should probably report this. Let's see. North Korea. Lose national spirits. For Civil War. Big economy. Okay. All right. Yeah, Ted Kaczynski died. Was he murdered? Had they figured out if he died of like what he died of? Because they just found him dead, right? I think they're investigating it. Oh, damn. We will start to actually get political power here in a little bit. He was 81. Fair. Yeah, he is pretty old now. He fucking died. 81 isn't usually when you die of old age, though. Let's be honest. Unless he had, like, you know, some sort of medical thing going on. Do I drink my third cup of coffee? Probably not a good idea, but I may do it. Aha! Economic perfection. With the end of the arduous march, it's time to get our economy beyond perfection into a state of utter transcendence. More political power. Beautiful. We can get into stagnation. He probably went to Hyperborea after taking too many edibles. Fuck. Homie, have you seen the American life expectancy? You guys die early. Dog, I'm an American. Don't think I don't know that? Every single one of my birth families, like they all die of fucking cancer, too. That's a terrifying concept that I try not to think about very often. To be fair, all of them smoke cigarettes to like a reasonable degree, but there's probably a correlation there. I stopped smoking cigarettes like 4 years ago, so fuck yeah. Don't smoke cigarettes, kids. They're little death sticks from Star Wars, but they're not cool. He is one of the more secure Supermax prisons in the world. Pretty hard to murder anyone there. Yeah, true. I just thought it was interesting, and he didn't seem that old. The Erwin Rommel. Bambi, explain to me how Erwin Rommel represents the glorious revolution of true Korea. As far as I'm aware, he's not a true patriot nor a socialist, and that is very worrying. God damn it, did we just get a depression? No, we didn't. Good. There's no reasonable degree of smoking cigarettes. No, they're so bad for you. You should never smoke them. A wild rock colonizer has appeared. What's up, Eshan, the train lover? Mao Zedong? Now, that's a name I can respect. Fuck. Ah, Millennium Dawn. Waiting. It's always at this portion, around 3 hours into my Millennium Dawn start, that I always start to question my decision. Is waiting 6 hours to get the civs and mills I need to actually fight a war worth it? The answer is, of course, yes, but this is my questioning period where I'm doubting myself. But then the war starts and it's worth it. We also still can't make a spy agency. God damn it. Are you gonna do lightning fast warfare with your tanks? Yes, but why would we name such a thing after a traitorous fascist pig from the West, no less? Is that what we need? Guess, didn't you make those terrifying gifs of me with the AI program back in the day? I think I still remember those. They haunt me in my dreams. 2:46, not 3 hours. Close enough. Time is relative. Unlike the merits of socialism, which are eternal and without time. We now have 2G in our country. Glorious. Go for microcomputing next. Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. Economic perfection is almost done. We'll go for stagnation, which is fake news. We're not really stagnating, but these are terms used by capitalists. Civilian industry. Hamo seems like he'd be really good buddies with Ben Shapiro. You fucking take that back. I will not stand for such insults. I'll have you know, if I had a wife, I could probably not make her dry. And that's what separates us. I also don't sound like a little bitch, so there's that too. You take that the fuck back. I will not stand for such insults. Fucking ridiculous. These attacks on my character have left me scarred. You're prospering. That is true. Yes. Fuck yeah. With the DeSantis? The fuck? How are y'all gonna think I'm friends with like the two scummiest Americans? My God. If you had a wife, I would force her to play Hoi 4 for 5 hours. This is why you probably don't have a wife, my friend, unfortunately. I don't advise that. I wonder if there's ever been a case where a Hoi 4 player has invited his date home afterwards and he's like tried to get her to play Hoi 4. I wonder if that's actually ever happened. I really hope so. That'd make a really funny fucking sketch, not gonna lie. Hold on, that's going in my ideas folder. One moment. Okay, that'd actually be pretty funny. I'm compiling a list of things I'm turning into fucking sketches just because they're fucking stupid and funny. Here we go. A 4 player takes home date instead of vigorous lovemaking. He tries to get her to play Hoi 4. That's going in my Google Doc. All right. Anyway, back to Glorious Revolution. Don't get a porn addiction. True. True. That's never a good thing. Talking about the male Sigma grind set. That's called Tarrier? 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 Who is Tarrier? Hong Vong Hui. Any unit you want. Sounds good. Given we only have 4 of them left. Hong Yong Hui. There you go. Let me rephrase that. It's a famous person in North Carolina. Never heard of him. Nice. You look like an oligarch that would sit in a Texaco office while smoking a blunt. Okay, see now that's a more I can accept that. That's a little bit more reasonable than being friends with Ben Shapiro or Ronald DeSantis. I'll take that. I do like cigars and blunts. And cigars are also nice. Turer is a Polish Hoi 4 YouTuber who has a wife and a kid. Really? Let me Google him. Turer. How the fuck do you pronounce that? Tarrier. He's actually popular. How have I never heard of this guy?
Hello everyone, how are you doing?
He's a Hoi 4 YouTuber. Nice. Oh, he does meme videos. Oh, he doesn't just do Hoi. He has other stuff like The Witcher. Huh. Never heard of him, surprisingly. Then again, there are so many Hoi 4 and like strategy YouTubers, it's hard to keep track of them all. I can accept that Hammy will die a virgin. Joke's on you. If you hit 30 as a virgin, you become a wizard. So I'll have you know I'm about to have magical powers. So, joke's on you. Green. When I'm able to cast fire, why are there Chinese on our border right now? That's worrying. I'll have you know when I could shoot fireballs, I'll be the one laughing. So, yeah. There we go. Sunju, a special administrative region. Sunwiju has always been an important port of trade between North Korea and China. We could follow China's one country, two systems approach to make it more suited for trade with foreign countries. We get 2 civs out of this, which we very much need. We're almost making political power. Chinese have smealed dirty nationalists in our lands. No, we're getting rid of them, see? We are slowly getting rid of them. All it takes is elbow grease and some secret police executing them in their homes. And/or. You missed the meeting, you slag. What's up, Brock? My man, my brother in Christ, I stream on Sundays. Just saying. This is the public one, too. There's still going to be the private one, I thought, right? Which I'd planned to attend. See, Brock is also a traitor to the revolution who's not supporting the completely legitimate, glorious People's Republic vanguard of the revolution. So it's quite unfortunate. Unfortunately, that's because he is British. The lack of proper dental care in his country has made him very hateful towards the true revolution. And that's a tragedy. And I have the codes to an ICBM before you can shoot fire. There's another list. We're hitting all the lists today. Millennium Dawn, it's not best Korea or worst Korea. It's fuck Korea. That I do not follow. And our game just crashed. Millennium Dawn. Seeing a lot of skill issues on North Korea. See, he's going to go to Siberia. Brock will be sent to Siberia in a moment. My game loads. True. We did manifest our socialist powers to rebuild our great and glorious nation and to destroy all haters of the revolution. It was a glorious moment for perfect Korea. Probably one of the greatest moments of socialist power I've ever seen in my life. Really. No. It's true. American pigs have hacked our glorious revolution and taken us down. It's fine. We're gonna go back in just a moment. Disgusting behavior. Disgusting behavior. They won't be laughing when we turn America into a true Korean province. All right, we're back. The capitalists were unable to stop. Oh my God. China released Zonjing. Boy. True communists say that they like what I like. Karl the Marx. You mentioned that does make Korea a bit unbalanced. North Korea is currently broken at the start. I just tested it. You literally cannot balance your budget. So that needs fixed. Or there's some feature I'm completely missing that I didn't see. We're going to take the fun route. We're going to go guerrilla warfare. I don't take this normally, but it is a lot of fun. Honestly, I literally just signed up on Twitch to haunt you. I'm going to leave you now, but just know I will strike at any time. That's fair. That's fair. Was Brock and Roll like taken? Did you have to take Brock and Roll 1 because Brock and Roll was already taken? I am curious about that. Chinese debt bailout? Wonderful. Yeah, well, it was taken. That's funny. That is an absolute tragedy. It's true. Early MD. The memories come back to me. When does stream end? Probably in anything from like 10 minutes to an hour. I only want to do 4-hour streams on Sundays for now. Except when I'm doing the Grand Campaign as well. Which is better, Maoism or Stalinism? Both are unacceptable. Kimism is the best form of socialism. We all know it. We all know what that is. Communism. Communism? Yeah, communism. There we go. Communism is the best form, I'll have you know. So, yeah. We also can't do reevaluation. Fuck, Kim Jong-il needs to die. I'm very sad to say it. Alright, this is getting quite frustrating, I'll be honest. This focus tree in North Korea does need some work. I will act around it and we will get this to work, but this is getting rather frustrating. Alright, we are about 3 hours in. I'm gonna call it today, because I'm honestly quite pissed off at MD, and I need to settle down before we go back into rebuilding True Korea. We'll continue this next week. It will probably take 3 or 4 sessions for us to actually do what I want. It will take a little while, that's fine. It'll just take a wee bit. So I think we'll do that. Because after realizing that the game literally fucks you on the eco, a lot of my enthusiasm for this campaign is gone. I'll have it back next week though, so that's fine. So let's see if there's anyone to raid. Thank you for the resub, Vambi. Thank you for the 6 months. Appreciate that. Is there anyone to raid playing Hoi who's not doing comp? Tommy K's playing Steel Division. It's actually not a bad game. What's an Iron 4? Oh man, these all look very boring. We're gonna go to Victoria 3 streamers. Also no. Fuck. Alright, we're calling it here. I'll be back streaming Saturday. We're going to be starting the Fallen Eagle campaign. The vote is still up on that. If you'd like to vote, it is in the Discord. I will be continuing the Grand Campaign and Sunday evenings around this time from here on out, just a heads up. So from here on out, Sundays will be Millennium Dawn, and then it will be the Grand Campaign after. Yeah, that's about it. I'm working a lot more on YouTube right now. I will go back to longer streams later, but there's a bunch of stuff I want to work on. So hope everyone enjoyed. And I will catch you all later.